If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The world of football just got flipped upside down. T.J. Watt, the defensive cornerstone of the Pittsburgh Steelers, has officially left the team where he built his legacy. Yes, you heard that right. The star linebacker, for years the nightmare of opposing quarterbacks in the AFC North, has signed a massive contract with none other than the Cleveland Browns. That's right, the same Browns who've been bitter rivals of the Steelers for decades. This move doesn't just shake the division. It completely transforms the power dynamics in the NFL, and that's not an exaggeration. We're talking about one of the most dominant defenders in football switching sides, not just teams, but ideologies, rivalries, and football heritage. What just happened is more than a sports move, it's history in the making. The news dropped like a bomb on social media and hit fans right in the heart. After months of speculation about his future and growing tension in contract talks with the Steelers, nobody really thought what would make a move this bold. Most people figured that if he left Pittsburgh, he'd go to a different conference, maybe even a team that posed less drama. But no, he went straight to the rival. And not just that, he signed a deal that makes him the highest paid defensive player in the NFL. We're talking about a jaw-dropping $150 million over 5 years, with $100 million guaranteed. It's a blockbuster move by Cleveland. That sends a clear message to the rest of the league. They're not rebuilding anymore. They're ready to win now, and we've got to talk about the emotional side of this. How are Steelers fans feeling? Crushed. There's no sugarcoating it. For years, T.J. Watt wasn't just a star, he was the soul of the team. He embodied that classic Pittsburgh toughness, that smashmouth football identity. He was more than just sacks and tackles. He was a symbol, and now that symbol is wearing brown and orange. That stings. To many in Pittsburgh, it feels like a betrayal. Sure, it's business. But for fans who wore his jersey every Sunday, who saw him as the modern face of the Steelers' legacy, this cuts deep. This isn't just a roster move, it's a cultural shift. It hurts on a personal level for a lot of people. On the flip side, Cleveland is buzzing, and why wouldn't they be, after years of being humiliated by Pittsburgh? Years of being the laughingstock of the division. The Browns have pulled off the ultimate power move. They didn't just sign any player, they took Pittsburgh's best defender and made him their own. It's symbolic revenge. It's a message that the Browns are not here to be pushed around anymore. And let's be real, pairing T.J. Watt with Myles Garrett on the same defense, that's terrifying. That's two of the most destructive forces in the NFL on the same line. This defense just became a nightmare. And with a few more offensive pieces, the Browns might finally be ready to truly contend. Let's break it down from a football standpoint. T.J. Watt is still at the top of his game. At 30 years old, he's showing no signs of slowing down. Former Defensive Player of the Year, multiple-time Pro Bowler, league leader in sacks more than once. He changes games, period. And it's not just the stats, it's the way he affects every snap. Offensive lines have to account for him. Quarterbacks rush their throws. He creates pressure, chaos, turnovers, and momentum. That's what the Browns are buying: leadership, intensity, and game-changing ability. And for a franchise that's been starving for a true identity on defense, this is a home run. They're not just building a team, they're building a statement. Still, this move isn't without its risks. With great contracts come great expectations. Cleveland is paying Watt to be a transformative player, to elevate the defense and make them contenders. But football is unpredictable. Injuries, scheme fit, locker room dynamics. All of these things can play a role. Watt will have to earn the respect of a new team, adapt to a new system, and lead from the front. The spotlight will be intense. Every play, every press conference, every mistake, it'll all be magnified. And don't forget, this is a fan base that's desperate for success. The pressure is on. But if anyone can handle it, it's a guy like Watt, enjoying the content so far. Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Meanwhile, the Steelers are entering uncharted waters. They didn't just lose a Pro Bowl talent, they lost their identity. For over a decade, their defense has been built around Watt's motor, instincts, and passion. Now they have to find someone else to carry that torch. Will it be Alex Highsmith stepping up? Will they make a big draft move? Time will tell, but one thing's clear. This team is in transition, and that's a scary place to be in a division that's suddenly gotten a lot tougher. Coach Mike Tomlin has been in tough spots before, but this might be his biggest challenge yet. Rebuilding the locker room culture after a move like this is no small task. Let's talk about narrative. TJ Watt is no longer just a football player. He's now a central character in one of the NFL's most compelling dramas. He's gone. From hero to villain in Pittsburgh, from outsider to savior in Cleveland. Every game against the Steelers will be must-watch TV. Every sack he gets on his former quarterback will be a headline. Every stare down with his old teammates will go viral. The NFL loves stories like this: rivalries, betrayal, redemption. And Watt has just become the face of that storyline. He's not just chasing a ring now. He's rewriting history in real time, and you better believe this changes the playoff picture. The Browns were already on the rise, but now, with a defense that looks borderline elite on paper, they could be ready to challenge for the AFC crown. The Bengals are tough. The Ravens are always dangerous, but this version of the Browns, they're not just surviving anymore, they're hunting, and with Watt leading the charge, they've got the swagger and firepower to go toe-to-toe with anyone. It's not far-fetched to imagine Cleveland playing deep into January. They've made their move. Now it's about execution. To wrap it all up, this is one of the biggest moves in recent NFL memory. TJ Watt leaving the Steelers to join the Browns isn't just a transaction, it's a tectonic shift. A legacy-defining decision. It sends shockwaves through the league and sets the stage for one of the most dramatic seasons in years. Rivalries have been reignited, loyalties have been tested, and history is being written before our eyes. Whatever side you're on, one thing's for sure: football just got a lot more interesting. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!